Welcome to RCSP Florida. Today I'm doing close-up photography with my Sony A7R IV and the Sony FE 200 to 600mm lens. So you might ask, why don't I use a macro lens? And the answer would be, I don't have one. I am always carrying either the Sony FE 100 to 400mm GM or the FE 200 to 600mm G lens. So why not use a telephoto? The 100 to 400mm is better because it focuses way closer than the 200 to 600mm, but don't let that stop you. Either lens can do a good job. All of these photos were taken with the FE 200 to 600mm lens on my A7R IV. Let me be up front here. Not every camera will work as good as the 61 megapixel A7R IV. It has to be a high megapixel camera. I would say 35 megapixels or more. The higher the megapixel of the camera, the more you can crop the image and still get good resolution. You also need to know that I process my photos with Adobe Photoshop and Topaz Denoise AI and Sharpen AI. Most of these were done with just Denoise AI. A few added Sharpen AI. The A7R IV is not good when it comes to noise. Even at 400 to 600 ISO, the noise is pretty bad, but nothing that Denoise AI can't handle. I am not being paid by Topaz to recommend their products. In fact, I sent them an email about being an ambassador for their products, and they never answered my email. That being said, I still highly recommend Denoise AI. So let's see what you can do using a 600mm lens for close-up photography. I was at Lake Rogers Park in Odessa, Florida for this shoot. Lake Rogers is a beautiful lake that I'll show you in another video. I couldn't get a shot of the lake because I could only zoom out to 200 millimeters. Here's what that looks like from way across the lake. These are the conditions I was shooting in, which are not really bad for landscape and outdoor macro and close-up photography. The clouds act like a giant soft light on everything. That's only if they don't get too thick. Then it just gets too dark. As you can see from this shot of a water lily, it was calm with very little wind that day. This is a focus-stacked 5-photo image where I focused on each lily and the tree stump. Otherwise, only whichever lily I focused on would actually be in focus. The depth of field for a telephoto lens is very narrow and one of the issues I struggled with all day. This is one of the several varieties of primrose willow that grow in the state of Florida. This is a 2-photo focus-stacked image where I focused on each flower. I used Photoshop to stack these images even though I have Helicon focus. Photoshop worked better, which surprised me. But that could have been the user. These flowers were very tiny, about the size of a BB. You can see from this shot how narrow the depth of field is with this lens. To get the bottom of the flower in focus, I would have needed to focus stack the image with at least 2 photos. For some reason, this love bug is touching this tiny spider with its antenna. Very strange. You know those pesky needles you get all over your clothes if you brush up against the plant? Well, this is it. This is lichen growing on the top of a bird nest box. It kind of looks like coral. This is a big bee, like a bumblebee, but there are many varieties of bees in Florida, so I can't tell you for sure that's what it is. Yes, this is a big bee. Yes, I did sit the pine cone up against the log. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. I would also really appreciate that. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified when I post a new video. If you thought this video was interesting, please share it with a friend. Thanks for watching and have a great day.